Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. Today, my colleagues and I will discuss about assessing effective. So, now I introduce our group members starting with me. My name is Liceyana Lorenza and NPM Y9040009. Then will be followed by my colleagues, namely Nila and Sarah. Okay, please watch our presentation. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, here I'm going to explain about what is effective assessment. Effective assessment is the process of collecting students' attitude, behavior by using some instruments as the impact of teaching and learning process. It is supported by Kunandar, who says that affective domain is closely related with attitude and value. Also, he adds that there is assumption that the attitude of someone is influenced by the knowledge of someone. Affective domain includes feeling, interest, attitude, emotion, and value. The realization of affective value can be seen from responsibility, cooperation, discipline, commitment, self-confidence, honesty, appreciation to someone's opinion, and self-control.
Okay, my name is Inzanillahia, NPM 190400016. Today, I want to explain to you about the observation and self-assessment. Let's do it. The scope of effective assessment. In effective domain, there are 5 levels, which based on Bloom's taxonomy, and it has been revised by Anderson and Critwell in MC Milan. The revision of effective domain can be seen in the following table: category or level definition. Receiving attending develops an awareness shows a willingness to receive shows controlled or selective attention. Responding shows a willingness to respond and find some initial level of satisfaction in responding. Following notes that the object, person, or situation has worked. Something is received as holding a positive value, a commitment is made. Organization brings together a complex set of values and organizes them in an ordered relationship that is harmonious and internally consistent. Thank you. Observation. It is supported by Kunandar, who explains that observation is an assessment which uses 5 senses to observe the student's attitude and uses observation checklists to do that. Through observation, teacher can observe students' attention response to instruction materials, interaction with other students, and so on. Furthermore, Kunandar explained the preparation to conduct observation and also the steps to do observation. It will be explained as the following: determining the competence that will be assessed, determining the component of affective or attitude, composing the indicators which is appropriate with the measure competence. Planning the schedule of assessment. It can be during the teaching and learning process or at the end of teaching and learning process. Composing the rubric of assessment, planning the ways to record the data. It can be checklist, description, or qualification. For example, very good, good or poor. Constructing the observation checklist. However, observing the student's behavior is not as easy as your imagination. Kunandar also explained the strengths and the weakness of observation as the following. The strengths of observation are: the data are objective because the data based on the teacher observation. The teacher and the students have good relationship. The teacher is free to choose the aspect that will be observed. Self-assessment. Self-assessment is a kind of effective assessment which focuses on assessing students themselves. Self-assessment requires the students to know themselves well. The teachers can use this assessment if the students are in characteristic level. It means that they are able to differentiate positive things and negative things. Then, the weakness of self-assessment are subjectivity. Students are dishonest in filling the data, need a good preparation and measurement. Inconsistency, lack of accuracy, students are unrealistic their competence. These points should be considered by the teacher when using self-assessment in the classroom. In addition, there are some procedures in conducting self-assessment stated by Kunandar. Determining the competence that will be assessed, determining the criteria of assessment, formulating the format of assessment, such as scoring guideline of observation checklist or rating scale, asking the students to do self-assessment, guiding the students to do the assessment objective, telling the result of self-assessment as the feedback, rating conclusion of the assessment, follow up the result of assessment. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my English lecturer, my friends. I'm Novita. Next, I want to explain to you about peer assessment, journal, and interview. Peer assessment is used for pair or team activities. Students can be asked to rate each other as well as their functioning as a group. Peer assessment is not easy to implement because of high subjectivity. This is happen because most students have relationships such as friendship, seatmate, and so forth. Peer assessment has a weakness. The data are not really accurate and then need a clear guideline about the instrument to avoid misinterpretations. And that it takes time for the student to complete the assessment. But however, it has the strength of peer assessment. Adalah asking the student to be objective, teaching the students to have a skill in assessing object, and then teaching the student to have responsibility. Next, about the journal. Journal, which refers to the teacher diary, and it gives information about the student attitude. Teacher journal is a kind of teacher notes about student strength or weakness, which based on teacher observation. The weakness of journal. The first is teachers will be busy to record student behavior in writing, and the teacher's journal may be lack of accuracy, and then the journal must have follow-up from the teacher. But it also have a strength. The teacher can observe students' spiritual and social competence periodically, and then the record of the teacher can be used to advise the student, helping the teacher to know more about the student. And then it is more objective because the teacher record it periodically, and then between student and teacher have emotional relationship because the teacher observes the student every time. In addition, to use journal, the teacher must know some guidelines that have been explained. Next, interview. In conducting interview, the teacher can develop the guideline based on the purpose of interview, and it is suggested for the teacher to have the concept of the questions in her or his mind. Then, after collecting the data of interview, the teacher can analyze the data to know the attitude of the student. Interview has a weakness and the strength. The strength of interview. The teacher interact directly with the students, so that the teacher is free to interview the student. Then the teacher can ask many questions to the student, and having emotional relationship between teacher and student. However, it has weakness of interview. There are sometimes the students are not easy to express their feeling to the teachers, and it takes time to do the interview. Therefore, interview could not cover all the students. Furthermore, the procedure of interview are similar with other instruments.
Conclusion. Effective assessment is the process of measuring students' behavior or attitude. In Curriculum 2013, effective assessment is categorized into spiritual competence and social competence. Spiritual competence belongs to key 1 and social competence belongs to key 2 in Curriculum 2013. Therefore, to assess the students, the teacher must check the main competence and basic competence in curriculum. Then, there are 5 instruments that can be used to assess the students. They are observation, self-assessment, peer assessment, journal, and interview. Okay guys, thanks for watching our presentation. I hope you understand what we convey and can be a lesson for you all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.